We almost there. We only need 4 games. We won 3. One more. Ranked number 27.
It's in the game.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Bounces through the end zone. And
I need 100 mil to get with him. Oh, dude, to the right to him. Gave him my Glock with the extension. I don't want to Percocet, I'm finished. I never Birkin bag these. Feel like I love to call my kids.
back, they'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field. But you can't.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return to the defense, comes out on top with a pick.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. The quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to go up top. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Rush is on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these in routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that
intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Branch. Push down for the tackle. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's dealt. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And back to the air on second down. He's going to take off. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Branch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a
I'm
season.
sorry,
This
they
guy
keep
now has
letting him
2
throw them
interceptions.
damn
In
picks.
the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense takes matters into
That's what the
its own
fuck I'm
hands.
talking about. There we go.
Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Stockton. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down now. At 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle?
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
Only need one more win, Chad, and I'm in the playoffs.
From inside the 15. Here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Going downfield for the big play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
On the run, it's Frazier. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Branch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down.
I was that close to picking. If I was a little farther back, it was out of reach.
Winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A first down run in the red zone. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Plows through the defense. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 25. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
Caught over the middle, it's Peoples. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. This crowd knows when to bring it. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead.
Got it fucked up, yeah, man.
The wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivered.
Wide open spaces. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Grab near the marker, it's Branch. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Timeout is called with just a single second left. It's first down from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. As we watch this game, guys, I got the feeling that's what a top 5 clash is supposed to look like, and it might not be the last time we see these two square off.
No, and these are the fun ones to watch, man. Two great teams.
First game on, there was a warm-up. We need 4 to win to the playoffs. I just got demoted. I was ranked 27, so I just lost his brother 3. He at Georgia.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see,
If I win the next 6 games, it's on the floor.
The Oregon Ducks taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Hughes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's looking deep. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Makes his man miss. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Using his feet to buy time. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be.
I get this win, I can make it to the playoffs.
So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Just feeds the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. The Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the...
Damn, why he quit? It was a whole game left. Uh-oh, I'm back in the lead, number 21. I'm over to the playoffs. I done got promoted and all.
Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. And you think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's stopped, not much on the return, but
I always do that at the beginning of the game to get it out the way.
So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive and you're doing a couple positive things and then turn it over, not to start this offensive play.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on second down. He lets one fly deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
How Downs dropped that? That was a pick right in his hands.
Down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Give to the running back. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. To the air, it's Aller. Pulls it in, it's Pena. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's Pena. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Running back searching for a hole. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Gets it out quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The inside handoff. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Find some fresh air. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Back to throw, it's Aller. Fires it. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Singleton. Ripping through the defense. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp.
The rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Little get to know you here in the opening round, scheduled for 10. How important is it for a big heavy hitter, a power puncher, to have space, to not be smothered?
Well, he can't use his power if he's in a phone booth, so to speak. He has to have a little bit of room to be able to use that great weapon.
Banking away a body shot with the right hand. Able to land the hook to the head.
Keep your head moving.
He got caught by that right hand. He never saw it coming. He may be looking to clinch here. Tyson, big shot he just scored with. He goes down thanks to a swarming attack. He got caught up in a mixer blade there. So many people point to the downfall of Mike Tyson, but few remember how he would get up off the canvas time and time again in some of those toughest fights. There's that overhand right. Mike Tyson's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Tyson's showing you a little defensive skill. And banging away he goes. Tyson's on the receiving end of a combination that floors him.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The ref stops the fight. Patterson's making a quick night of it. The 10 count reached, a knockout win.
Yeah, dude ass cheating. He ain't take no damage. I'm sorry you can't report him on this old ass game.
It may have been scheduled to go longer, but he just rescheduled it. Done. Over. Fiend. Knockout. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of heavyweights. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. He's really keyed in for this one. You can see it as he makes his walk to the ring. Mike Tyson's now making his way to the ring, and you can see how focused he is for the task at hand.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This 10-rounder. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Eddie, I don't think there's any doubt about it in the matchup that we're seeing here tonight. It's clear who has the superior hand speed. Who's the other guy?
He needs to let the faster guy shadow box. Step out of range where he can't use his feet.
Double jab by Mike Tyson. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Mike Tyson's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Well-targeted combination by Mike Tyson. Now there's the jab. Tyson's got to deal with a cut sheet. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Tyson's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Fires right back. Tyson's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Good defense upstairs to stay away. Solid. He was standing up to it, but now he goes down for the first time. He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
A stabbing right hand comes in by Mike Tyson. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Right to the head with that right. Good accuracy with that uppercut. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Well, we're just underway here, and you can already sense the type of fight we're going to have. These are two guys that have flat out said it. They have come to get the other man.
And they're not liars.
Cover up.
Tyson's hope is for him to be steady on his feet and just survive at this point. Remember, that last round, he was down and nearly out.
Well, his hope is that his corner revived him during that minute rest. And also they gave him good advice, because the most important thing is don't let what happened the last round happen again. Correct what you did wrong.
Tyson's able to avoid that punch. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Able to block that away. It was solid. Mike Tyson is on his feet. Iron Mike
Damn, 2 times in a row though.
Early here, unable to go the distance. He couldn't rise up and beat the count. He's probably going to mark that down as one of the highlights of his career. From out of nowhere, one single.
That was some bullshit. As soon as the door opened, it froze and let dude ass kill me. I let little Chucky finally catch me. Go ahead and do that last generator. I'll be right here waiting to open the door to escape. I'm gonna wait right here until they finish the last generator. I ain't scared. I just wanted them to finish the last one. She working on it now. Now they both stop. I'm gonna have to go do it. soon as I was about to go back to the door, they stopped. It was just two of them working. GG's, I'm finna eat something, y'all. I'm gonna be back live later around like 8.